Oh, I'm actually doing this. Okay. Yeah. So I'm doing this on story mode. Because, and this is for you. This is strictly for you. I love this story. I love Aloy so much. Um. Also, my God. Uh. Sorry, that TV volume might be catching up. But also, my God, I can't stand the combat in this game. It's long-winded, it's obnoxious, and it pisses me off to no end. I almost didn't play this game because of the combat. So we're just gonna one-shot kill everything. Sound good? Sounds good. Cool. Let's do it. Actually, the combat in easy mode is really fun because you can just one-shot everything and you just feel super powerful. It just takes like 30 minutes to get through any combat sequence, like any average combat sequence, and then like any boss takes like 4 hours. I know there's ways to one-shot kill everything in this game, but I'm not exactly gonna go off and study like I would for school to play a video game. It's very long-winded. We're avoiding the cauldrons. We're avoiding a good amount of the crappy side quests. But the main story of this game, it's the best game out there right now just because of the main story.
Aloy! Aloy!
Oh, that's a lot of berries. You're quite the gatherer, aren't you, little Bast? Now go and see if you can find some more. Hmm? Well done, that's a good boy. Children, come with me. She's an outcast, to be shunned. There. Oh, come on. There.
He won't hear me. Some kind of cave?
So it skipped the very, very first cutscene of Aloy being given to Rost. That's because I've played this before, so it's not going to start me off with a 10-minute cutscene. But basically, Aloy was shunned from the tribe at birth, and she doesn't know why. So she is not allowed to talk or communicate with anybody from the Nora tribe. But technically with that interaction, she followed all the rules. She just offered up all the berries.
But I can get through.
But she just wants to fit in. She just wants some praise. She's just an average kid.
This must be a ruin of the metal world. One of the old places.
You'll see that everything in here is very old, but very much would exist in a modern world. Keep that in mind. These stairs, very much modern.
Ross said never go in places like this. But I have to find a way out.
The beginning of this game is rough. You can't really do anything. It's just sort of point yourself in the correct direction. And the storyline does not make sense for a good long while. Bear with it. Just bear with it. I'm gonna do this with as few spoilers as possible throughout this entire thing. And I will cry. There will be a point, late game, in which my mic will be off.
There's something up ahead.
It's because I'm bawling. Don't worry about it. It's just because I'm bawling my fucking eyes out. Don't worry about it.
What's that? A dead person.
It's cool, Aloy. You're 6. You're used to dead people, right?
Lights. Everywhere. How does it do this?
Cool, so now I have to focus. That's the thing. And I'm gonna be using it like a mofo in this game. Because it actually breaks the mechanics of the game if you use it enough.
Maybe this device I found can help. How do I get it open?
Walk all the way around here for no apparent reason. Not bad. Alright.
It changed color. The door changed color too. It did it.
Yeah, there's really nothing to look at. Except for this guy.
You think I want it this way? It's the best I can do. He's right behind you. Hi! Happy birthday, Isaac. Daddy sure does love his little big man. Look, Daddy can't be there with you and Mom, but we can still have a party, right? Sure we can.
Show me. Show me again.
I can do. He's right behind you. Hi! Happy birthday, Isaac. Daddy sure does love his little big man. Look, Daddy can't be there with you and Mom, but we can still have a party, right? Sure we can.
Happy birthday, Isaac. Daddy sure does love his little big man.
Yeah, Aloy hurts my feelings every time something happens to her. There's something over here, right? I remember there's something doing it. I remember there was like an okay reason to it. Who's this?
Well, happy New Year, dear diary. Can you believe we actually celebrated last night? Well, we did. Kind of. Director Evans invited everyone to gather in the community room. Don't know where she got the party hats. That was a ghoulish touch. So there we sit, watching the clock tick down to midnight, and I'm thinking, am I the only one who gets the symbolism of this? It might have been worth it if Skylar had gotten drunk again, but I seem to be a mistake she doesn't want to repeat.
That's funny. I never found that one. Anything else in here? What the fuck this is?
I saw them lining up in the community room. Like cattle in a slaughterhouse, but smiling at each other. Shauna handing out meds like being alive is some kind of pain to be eased. Well, not me. I don't want to go quiet. I don't want to trail off. I want a period at the end of my life sentence, not an ellipses. Hell, an exclamation mark. So if that upsets whoever finds this, too bad. I don't know anyone, anything, anymore.
I don't think he meant for a 6-year-old girl to find that. I wonder if he would rescind that if he found out that the first person to find that would be a 6-year-old fucking girl. Anyways. So yeah. People gathered in this bunker to die. That's just what this was. This was a place to die. A place to live for way too long. And a place to vanish from the face of the earth. That's all any of these ruins were. It's a good time.
Why did they die here? What happened to them? He found me. Ross found me. Down here. I'm coming.
Oh, Mother be praised. Come, girl. Take my hand. You don't belong down there. Come. Such places are forbidden, Aloy.
I fell in.
They are of the metal world. What is that on your face?
Nothing.
Did you find it down there?
No.
Give it to me.
No.
Aloy, such things are dangerous.
No!
Well, if you're gonna go sneaking away from home, you'll need to know how to survive in the wild. Come, Aloy. Home now. But starting tomorrow, you will learn to hunt.
Frost is a good dad. He did the best he could under those circumstances. I mean, the matriarchs literally handed him a baby girl, and they were like, here's a daughter. You wanted one of those, right?
All these shapes. What do they mean?
Take your bow.
Get off your iPhone.
Bow?
And enough muttering to that plaything. We descend to the valley now. Follow. The wilds can be dangerous, Aloy. You will need to stay close and do as I say.
I know.
Now, you're still scratched up from that fall you took yesterday. So let's start there. Take this medicine pouch. I'll show you how to fill it. See this plant over here? It's called salve brush. Come, gather its berries in your pouch. Good. Now eat the berries. They may taste bitter, that they can save your life. Always keep your pouch full of medicinal berries, flowers, and plants.
Where are we?
This valley is just a part of All Mother's embrace.
Embrace.
The Nora tribe watches these lands and keeps out the most dangerous machines. Usually.
Yeah, I don't have stamina in this game, so I can just jump for years, and I have to follow Rost at this, like, agonizingly slow pace for a really long time. So,
Further downriver,
this is
you'll
what's
find a
happening.
herd of machines, and I will teach you how to hunt.
Are they dangerous?
All machines are dangerous, Aloy. Their power must be respected. And I will be beside you. Aloy, a machine's coming. Crouch and follow me into the tall grass.
Yeah, this is like the longest tutorial ever.
There. Now stay low.
Little one.
No, Aloy. Such machines are called Watchers. You must learn to avoid their gaze if you are to survive in the wilds. I will show you. Listen closely and do as I do. Stay still. Wait for it to pass. Now keep low.
So, here's
Follow me across the
something
trail
else
to that tall grass.
that I can do. If Rost will shut the fuck up for a second. So yeah, this is agony to play when you actually know the game. There we go. Well, we're looking over there for some reason.
Come, back this way. The slower you
Whatever,
move,
whatever.
the
I
quieter
don't care.
you'll be. And crouched walking.
I know,
is
right?
better than upright.
So this is where the disconnect in this game comes in. Aloy is a sniper. She sneaks around. She thrives off of being unseen and unheard. And the rest of this game is framed as an action game. It feels like a major disconnect between the world and the gameplay. And it's kind of why I struggle with the combat, because you are very much rewarded
See or hear
for...
you. Now stay close. That herd should be just ahead.
So basically, like, you're rewarded for being stealthy, but the rest of the game is framed as an action game, so it feels like you should just be able to go in there. But you can't. Hi, Bub.
Who's that?
Ignore him.
But why's he up there?
He's an idiot.
He's smiling at us.
Deb! Get back where you belong! Deb! Where are you?
Ignore him. We are outcasts, and he is of the tribe.
Maybe he doesn't like the tribe.
And he is a fool. Come now. Let's find that herd. Follow.
That hits differently when you know why Ross was outcast. But also, that being said, I don't know if I'm going to do that side quest. If I don't, then I'll go through in detail why he was outcast, and I'll, like, tell you. So, side quests in this game all feel like
See
that.
them? These are called Striders. Ha!
No, right? Run away! Run away!
Why'd you chase them off?
To show you how some machines startle easily if they detect you and run away. They're best approached by stealth. Don't worry. We'll catch up with them further down the valley. You'll see.
See, like I said, it's a stealth game for no
Now,
apparent reason.
I want you to find some rocks that fit the cup of your hand.
Why?
Do as I say, Aloy, and gather the rocks. I will show you how to use them. Those will do.
Shut the fuck up and pick up some fucking rocks, you dumb kid. He's just a tired dad. That's all he is. No, right?
Aloy, come now. There's the herd. All right. it's time to throw some rocks.
But rocks can't hurt machines, right?
No, but they can distract them. Draw them into traps. Like that watcher over there. It must be dealt with, or it will warn the herd and send them running before we get in range.
Warn them? How?
The machines speak to each other, Aloy. Unless they are first silenced. Now you stay here on the ridge. On my signal, throw rocks and draw the watcher over to me. Wait for my signal.
So yeah, stealth game, even though it kinda doesn't feel like it should be a stealth game. Draw them into traps, and don't
Throw a rock near me.
have any logical reason behind why anything. Good enough? Good enough? That's good enough. There we go.
There. Come, girl, it's safe now. Harvest a kill so I can teach you how to make arrows. Good. Now, gather stalks of ridgewood from the plants over there.
So yeah, there's a lot of gathering in
Use
this
the
game.
stalks as arrow shafts, and metal shards for arrowheads.
Yeah, I know, right? Yes.
Good. You'll never run out of arrows if you know how to craft what you need. Let's put those arrows to use. Follow.
God, this is the longest tutorial in the face of tutorials. Good fucking god. Alright. Just let me play the game, Rost! I know how to shoot
Stay
shit!
low in the grass and be quiet. It's time to make your first kill, Aloy. The Strider. One of the weaker machines. But even a weak machine can kill a hunter if she's careless. You must study your prey. Its hide is thick, but there are spots where it is vulnerable. Like its eye. Can you guess another?
The canister on its back. Is that a weakness?
Yes. How did you guess that?
The device. It showed me.
But that plaything? Stop playing games. Now, take down that Strider. Target the eye or the canister. And if it charges, be ready to roll out of the way. Keep firing!
I really don't have to, I'm on story mode.
You did well today, but you have much to learn. Tomorrow, we train again. What was that?
That boy! The one running the brave trails.
Follow Aloy, quick!
Let's go, Rost. I'm ready to go, are you? Can you pick a direction and stick with it, please? You're welcome, guys. I don't know where anything is in this game. I really don't. Okay, we're almost done with the tutorial, guys. We just gotta learn how to use the focus that I already know how to use. Everything's fine. And then we get the best growing up sequence in video games ever. Because it actually, like, deeply explains how Aloy is able to do all the things that Aloy is able to do. And I deeply appreciate that in a video game, because I feel like you don't get it enough. Also, Ted's been hanging on by that hand for, like, this long. Like, for the amount of time that it took us to run here. What a useless bastard. I mean, I like him, don't get me wrong. But what a useless bastard. Right? Right, guys? Someone crap me. I like how I'm expecting an answer.
It's only a matter of time before the machines find that boy and kick him to death. But if I shoot, it will cause a stampede, and it will trample him.
But I can see the paths they take.
Stop telling stories. You will not.
Aloy was just like, this, please.
Aloy!
We need to do this slowly and quietly.
So yeah, like I said, stealth game for some reason. This would have been better as an action game. Or at least like start it as a stealth game and then make it so I can level my way up to an action game. That would have been cool. Probably would have been just fine. He's gonna see me. I want him to be over there.
Can't let them see me.
I mean, it doesn't matter, Aloy. You're 6 and this is a tutorial. There you go. Hey, buddy. You're gonna come over here in a hot second.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
The Witcher saw me.
Yep. That was smart. Alright. So that's how you kill Aloy, the first chance that you get to kill Aloy. Whoopsie daisies. My bad.
I need to move slowly and quietly so I can sneak past.
I just got impatient. Go back over there, buddy. Go back over there. Nobody wants you. Go back over there. This is not a hard sequence to sneak through on the entire tutorial. I'm just so tired of this tutorial. It's atrocious. He's all the way over there, though. No one over here. That guy, no, he's right there. Haha. I found him.
Almost there.
That's awesome. Can't be seen by that
There
one.
he is.
Everything's fine, guys. We got this. I just gotta not be impatient. Because I'm playing story mode specifically so that I never have to do stuff like this. Because with story mode, you can just go in there and one-shot all these bastards. But you have to play this tutorial.
Can't let them see me.
It's fine. It is what it is. It's a pretty good tutorial, it just takes a while, and when you know stuff, it's boring.
What? How is this? Shh.
Follow me.
I don't know if I'd be so, like, happily willing to follow a 6-year-old in this situation, but, like, maybe not.
How are you doing this?
It really doesn't matter, Ted. Just keep up.
How is this possible?
Ted, shut up. Yeah, it's astonishing. Maybe wait until you're out of the machine's view to whine about how astonishing it is. Maybe.
So, it is no plaything.
Wait. Oh, Mother, bless that girl. Bless you both.
Boy!
She saved me. I just wanted...
Boy!
Seal your lips! They are outcasts, both. And she is motherless. Come now! Back to Mother's heart. And you...
That boy should not have spoken to us. It's against tribal law. We'll go home now. Follow.
I know the way. Seal your lips. Seal your lips. Seal your lips.
That totally hit her on the other side of the head, by the way. So, the most rewarding way to play this game is to just always be smart. It comes up with the best endings, it comes up with the best dialogue options, and it doesn't matter anyways, because Aloy is Aloy. You're basically showing how she'll react, but like... yeah. You just... there's very few in this in which I will not just be clever. Because, fuck fast.
Hey!
Children, away from there! Back to picking berries!
You're bleeding. Let me have a look. Here, hold still. I'll get it.
Why? Why am I an outcast?
Aloy, this is not the time.
Who was my mother?
Aloy, I've told you before, that's not for us to know. You were just a newborn when the matriarchs brought you to me.
So the matriarchs, they know?
It's not so simple.
But they know.
Aloy, we are outcasts.
So how do I make them tell me?
The matriarchs? There is a way, perhaps.
So tell me.
It would be dangerous.
How?
It would take years of training.
I don't care. How do I do it? Tell me.
The proving. The tribe's rite of passage held every year. Those who pass become braves. But to the one who wins, the matriarchs grant a boon.
A boon?
Yes, whatever the winner wants.
Then I'll do it. Whatever it takes. I'll win the proving.
I see. We'd best get started then. Your training will be hard. And it'll take years.
Start training? Yes. Follow.
I love her so much. She's the best video game character to ever exist.
Ah.
She's so expressive. I love her. She's so flawless in every fucking way. I cannot.
Rost?
Why is it telling me how to stealth swim?
Rost? Rost? Where is he? 2 days before the proving and he goes off without me? He wouldn't do that.
I must be here now. That was nice. And we're never doing that tutorial again. Like I said, it's a great tutorial, just tutorials suck when you know how to play the game. I'm also pretty sure it's just because I'm on story mode. Yeah, it just like gives me like 3 levels. Yeah, so I wanna be able to collect as much supplies as possible in the early game. Because then I'll never have to do it again, basically. The coolest part of this game, I actually want to look at their house. I've never actually like gone backwards and looked at their house. One of the coolest things of this game is how trade works. So it's just sort of like, I don't know, it's more like a bank for items than it really is anything else, because you can buy anything back from any trader at any point.
Why isn't he here? Where's he gone to?
Nothing in this game does damage, because I'm on story mode. The hardest mode of this game is freaking impossible.
He's just standing there. What's going on with him?
My dad loved it. I like story mode. I like the evil one-shot ones. I genuinely am in this game just for the story.
Aloy, you're here.
When you said we were gonna go hunting, I didn't realize you meant I'd have to track you down.
We must speak. I've been thinking about your training, Aloy. You've learned to hunt, learned to survive. But I fear there's a lesson I failed to teach you. Would you learn it now?
Of course. I'll always learn what you have to teach.
There has been some trouble recently. It affords an opportunity to learn this lesson, but it will be dangerous. You must come prepared, or you will die. Descend into the Embrace and hunt until you have gathered the parts for fire arrows.
Fire arrows? What kind of trouble are we talking about?
Once you have the parts, you will meet me there, at the gate beyond the village of Mother's Heart.
The North Gate? At the edge of the Embrace?
Yes. Now be on your way.
Is something else bothering you?
No, I'm fine.
Are you worrying about what happens after the proving?
What happens is clear. You will be accepted as one of the tribe, and I will still be an outcast, to be shunned.
Rost, even if the tribe accepts me, I won't—
There is much to do, Aloy. We will discuss this later.
Okay. Anything else you want me to do while I'm down in the Embrace?
Oddgrada might be out of food by now. You could hunt a week's worth of meat for her, if you find the time.
Wouldn't mind if she'd say thanks just once.
Grada follows the law. Her science towards us is honorable, not an insult.
If you say so. I'll go gather the parts, but I'm also gonna pay Karst a visit.
Aloy, that man breaks the law every time he speaks to you.
And I'm glad he does. I want to buy a tripcaster, and no other trader will sell to outcasts.
Stock it with ammunition, then. You'll find use for that weapon tonight.
That sounds ominous. All right. See you at the North Gate.
So the Tripcaster is the most broken weapon in this entire game. And I will get to show you guys why during this tutorial boss.
If he thinks I'm gonna abandon him, he's wrong.
And yeah, you guys will notice, Rost is upset. Now, Rost is upset because this girl, who he considers his own flesh and blood and loves as though she were his own daughter, decided at the age of 10, or no, at the age of 6, that she was going to go off and win the proving to get answers about her birth.
My whole life, I've never gone beyond this valley. That'll change after the proving. 2 days. 2 days until I get answers. 2 days, and I'll know who she was. And why I was cast out at birth. As if there could be an excuse for that. Alright, time to gather the parts for some fire arrows. I should find a herd.
Okay, sorry, I'm trying to, like, stay quiet for, like, the most important parts of the story, and, like, the first half of this game is, like, pretty important. It doesn't make sense, but it's pretty important. But yeah, so Rost, will continue to be an outcast, and whether I win the proving or not, I will be given the title of a brave. Meaning that I will be accepted back into the tribe. However...
Of course I'd run into the dirty outcast.
That means leaving Rost. That means just leaving him. I wouldn't legally be allowed to talk to him ever.
It's so many people crammed into one place. I guess no one ever gets lonely in there.
You're wrong. Anyway, but yeah. So he's, like, being super supportive, and he's like, you deserve a better life, and you're willing to fight for that better life, so I will teach you how to do all of the things that you need to do in order to accomplish that. However, that's not an easy thing to do by any means. Yeah, the focus makes hunting a joke. Assuming that you're not sprinting around all over the place like a jackass. Oh, I enjoy story modes so much. I really do. God, he didn't even see me. What a fucking loser. You barely see me, now you're dead. Wow, story mode is fun. Okay. It's fun because it doesn't matter. And it just, like, gives you so many supplies. Like, holy crap, you guys. Like, this game... I struggle with story modes a lot because they're not actually story modes, but this game, like, actually really did a fantastic job with story mode. Like, they went out of their way to make a mode in which you can simply immerse yourself and not have any stress whatsoever. It's fantastic. I love it. I love it so much. Let's see what this says. I have the focus, but I don't have the menus to slow time down. Hey buddy, what are you doing? Looking around.
They're scanning for me.
Yeah. He didn't even hit me, and I didn't even know him. Like, this game is fun.
This'll do nicely.
This game is really fun on story mode. I'm kind of sad that I played it on normal mode the first time, because I got so frustrated with it. And with just, like, not even, like super crazy frustrated, just sort of like, really? Like, I have to do more bullshit? But yeah, this makes life easy.
God, I found this.
And this is gonna make this playthrough go really smooth. Nothing, bro. Something saw me over there. It might actually have some blaze on it, so I'd be down for that. What up? I don't really need those. I'm on story mode, so I'm just gonna wreck that boss. But I need to craft them for the sake of the game that I know how to craft them, I guess. I'm killing these guys. They're easy to kill in this first area. And the more supplies I have by the end of this, the better. I'll probably not go another way for them, though. That and killing things in this version is fun. Killing things in normal is not fun. Killing things in hard must not be fun. I've never played hard mode and I don't think. Well, maybe someday. But that someday is going to be nowhere near today, quite frankly. Wow, it let me hit that. Alright. Let's see here. I'm gonna buy the most OP weapon in the game. Or the first version of the most OP weapon in the game. There are better versions, absolutely. Sorry, I do want to go meet Grata, because, Rost and Aloy, they're kind of in this awkward gray area of rules of Outcasts, because Rost had to actually raise Aloy, meaning that they have to communicate. And they were given permission by the matriarchs to do so. However, I do want to go up to the mountaintop and meet Greta. Because she actually follows all the rules. And
no one else around. Looks safe to meet.
Nice.
My guess is he'll be waiting for me. There he is. Looks nervous.
Hey, buddy.
Well, well, well. An outcast on my doorstep. All mother protect me.
Surprised you saw me the way you keep looking every other direction to make sure no one's watching. Careful there, or you'll sprain your neck.
It's always a pain in the neck when you show up, girl, one way or another.
Is there a reason why you're acting so cranky today?
Once you run the proving and get made a brave, you'll deal with traitors in Mother's Heart. Maybe I don't like losing customers.
Traitors who don't break the law and deal with outcasts, you mean?
That's right. Our days of crime will be behind us, so long as you keep quiet.
Are you worried I'm going to tell someone that you trade with outcasts?
I don't think you're the kind who talks, but you never know.
You can stop worrying. The secret's safe with me.
Yeah, that's what I figured. But I don't mind hearing it.
Why do you take the risk, trading with outcasts?
Every time you ask. If a big, meaningful talk is what you're after, move along.
It's because you used to be one, isn't it?
Yeah. Got caught poking around one of the metal ruins out beyond the Embrace. Matriarch said I was tainted and gave me 5 years.
What did you see in the ruins?
Nothing I can make sense of. After my shunning, I tried living back in Mother's Heart, but
Everyone I knew had moved on, and there were so many people everywhere I turned. I like it better out here.
The only person I've ever told about our trades is Rost.
Yeah, well, not like he can turn me in, even if he wanted to. Law and duty sort of a man, that Rost. I don't know how you stand it.
You really don't know why he was cast out?
I've told you no. I don't think anyone knows what he did, but it must have been serious because his term is for life.
Last time I visited, you had a tripcaster available for trade. Still got it?
I do. But you'd need to bring me a scrapper lens. What can I say? Special weapons don't come cheap.
Oh, I can pay. Took down a scrapper not long ago. Stripped out the lens in perfect condition.
I'll be the judge of that. Show me.
So yeah, trade is not just based off of money, it is also based off of parts. And then also, free sample boxes are a thing.
Now that you've got yourself a tripcaster, practice how to use it someplace else, alright? My life's exciting enough without a bunch of shock wire booby traps to trip over.
Really? Could have fooled me. Will you be around later, in case I want to make another trade?
I'll be here. Same as usual, bring me the parts you harvest from any machines you hunt. The better the parts, the more shards I'll pay. Be sure to take a close look at my inventory, though. Who knows? Maybe I've got something that could give you an edge in the proving.
So yeah, that's his way of saying, like, take a close look at my inventory, I have free, like,
I guess that concludes our business.
Alright, and good luck in the proving. Blessing of All Mother and all that.
I've got what I need. Time to meet Rost at the North Gate.
So yeah, that's him. He's a cool guy. You never really see him again. But, you know, whatever. But yeah, now I have the most OP weapon in the game, sort of. I have the weakest version of the most OP weapon in the game. We'll go with that. Looks like that person's house is on fire. I know that's supposed to be a chimney, but the physics don't really work, do they? And I just almost jumped off of that cliff because I was going to try and paraglide. So that's what Breath of the Wild has done to my mentality. By the way, death by falling in this game is freaking brutal. You hear the crunching of all of Aloy's bones. And then it's just, she's just a
actually have to talk to these idiots.
I love it. So yeah, it just, I avoid death by falling in this game because it's just a little too realistic. One of these days I'll manage to play Tomb Raider without wanting to fucking throw up every time I accidentally screw up a fast travel, or not a fast travel, what are those called? Quick time event. Because I kind of zone out during cutscenes. And then that's not a good thing to do in Tomb Raider. Really not. One of these days I'll play it. We'll see. I'll play it on easy mode when I do. Because, why the fuck not? I hate the get good mentality. I refuse to support it. You want to play a game on easy mode because it's more fun that way? Play the game on easy mode. Video games are meant to be fun. If it's too difficult to be fun and you can knock down the difficulty, by all means. Go for it. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on there.
Aloy, you're here. You have the fire arrows.
I do. Those explosions and shouts beyond the embrace. Is that the trouble you were talking about?
You will know soon enough. Until then, we wait for dark.
Wait for dark? I saw Karst and got that tripcaster I was talking about.
I hate to think what that outlawed trader charged for a weapon of that make.
It wasn't cheap, but the caster is worth it.
Perhaps. You'll know it's worth soon enough.
Sorry, I'm making bad choices. Yeah, we'll do that one first.
I thought it through, and I'm not going to shun you after the proving, okay? I won't do it. I'm not about to pretend that you never raised me.
Aloy, the law forbids all contact.
It does, and I don't care. I know what duty means for you, Rost, but all tribal law has ever done for me is take things away. And that's not gonna happen again.
Aloy, I must obey the law.
And so you will. I knew you'd say that, so this is what we'll do. I'll come to you in secret. No one will see me, so I won't get in trouble. And I know you won't talk to me because it's against the law, but I'll talk to you. It'll be my crime, not yours. You'll just listen. And that's how we'll handle this.
You've put a lot of thought into this.
I know. So you can stop worrying. It's handled.
Yes. So it is.
That hits differently when you know what happens.
I don't understand. Those explosions are outside the embrace. What can we do from in here?
The lesson will be taught in due time, Aloy. Till then, we wait.
Still a while to go before dark. I guess I'll get some rest.
Good idea. There'll be no time for sleep tonight.
Oh, I didn't go to Grata. Oh. I can go to her later.
Opening a gate for an outcast?
Some who are shunned reaped honor before disgrace.
So much for tribal law.
I spoke to no one, and now we must both keep silent, for we are outside of the embrace. These are the true wilds, Aloy, with threats unlike any you have ever faced.
That carcass. What sort of beast was that?
The tribe calls it a sawtooth, and it's something new. Something angry. Since they first started appearing 10 years ago, they have killed many braves.
Yeah.
Follow the path. It's not far.
That cabin. What happened to it?
A machine, that's what.
What sort of machine does that?
The sort of machine you're hunting now.
Oh. I see.
Aloy's just like, that's great news.
I'll harvest the parts.
Watch your surroundings.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, so that free resource box is coming in here. So the nice thing about these, they're entirely free. Gives me a fast travel pack, 2 blazes, and a shock trap. And they give you like different things. Like some of them will give you health potions, some of them will give you more fast travel packs, blah blah blah. Mostly saving up my meat right now to get the ultimate fast travel pack. This game is playable once you don't have to worry about how many of those you have. So you know, that's the thing.
Won't be much farther now.
Why are we the only ones out here tonight? Why can't the tribe's braves hunt this machine?
They did. The kills we passed are theirs. Tomorrow, they will hunt again.
They won't need to. This machine will be my kill.
Or your death, if you're not careful.
Also, yes, Aloy is pretty much the only person that harvests her kills. It's really weird.
An entire lodge wrecked by sawtooths? How many were there?
I didn't bring you here to answer questions, Aloy. I brought you here to deal with that.
It's not like you ever answer my questions in the first place, Ross.
Huge. How do you defeat it?
That will be for you to decide. This hunt is yours to make, Aloy. Yours alone. No matter what happens, I will not intervene. You understand? You are on your own.
I should stay out of sight. I can use the tall grass to approach. Okay, let's see. Where can I place my traps? Ammo. This is...
So yeah, this is how easy this tutorial boss is on easy mode. There we go. Oops, that wasn't L2. I'm really glad he wasn't here to hear that. That would ruin the heck out of this plan. Where the heck did he go? Come on back, buddy. Come on back. Anytime now. There you are. Okay. Yeah, he takes a while to walk around, but that's okay. So here's what we'll do. We're gonna throw a rock right there. No, don't go that way. Heck yeah. And that's the first boss.
Why did I bring you here?
Not to answer questions.
Aloy.
Survival requires perfection. It was a test to hone my skills against a dangerous new machine.
No. Follow. These are Nora hunting lands. They must be protected. If you hadn't destroyed the Sawtooth, how many Braves might it have killed or injured tomorrow? The lesson lives within the question, Aloy. For years, you've trained to win the Proving, but only for yourself. As a brave, it will be your duty to fight for your tribe.
My tribe? You said I wouldn't need them.
But I never said the tribe wouldn't need you. The strength to stand alone, Aloy, is the strength to make a stand. To serve a purpose greater than yourself. That is the lesson you must learn. And remember it. After the proving. And after I'm gone. We're finished here. Follow. Dawn has passed. This will be your last day in the Embrace as an outcast. Use the time to set your mind on the challenges before you. When it is time for you to go to Mother's Heart, I'll be waiting for you along the way.
I understand the final lesson, Rost.
Do you?
But if I'm going to stand for something, it'll have to be something I believe in.
Then I hope you find it, Aloy. I hope you do.
I'll go back to the cabin with you.
I'm not heading there just yet. I have other plans.
Oh, such as?
I'll be waiting for you when it is time.
I'll see you at Mother's Heart then.
You will.
So, yeah, that was the first boss. I guess if you can call that a boss. And I really hope, because I haven't played this whole thing on easy, I pretty much just played up to this point on easy, so I really hope that the rest of the bosses are that simple, because that'd be awesome. I'd be down for that. Should I go find Grotto? Yes. I need that. I need to start taking that for granted as soon as possible. And I need to start taking that for granted as soon as possible. That's the thing about this game. You start leveling up and then you start taking things for granted and then you start over and you're like, oh, wait a minute. This isn't what I wanted. That's not the jump button. Been playing Breath of the Wild too much. Now it's hard for me to play better games. And right, yeah, old Grotto. We could do old Grotto, I guess. Not do her. Not that way. She's not very smexy. Mostly because she's old. Oh really? Do you see me? Goodbye. 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 They don't actually chase after you until that thing turns red. I don't really care that you need my help.
Please.
Oh.
A word?
Fine.
You want to talk to an outcast?
I'm desperate for help. Whatever the consequences.
What's the problem then? Trouble with your leg?
Forget about me. It's my daughter, Arana. She's in danger. She went after a scrapper near Mother's cradle, and I fear for her life. I can't even stand up, let alone go after her. Will you help me find her?
You know the matriarchs might cast you out for speaking to me, don't you?
I don't care. I tried looking for her myself and my leg gave out. Just find her. I'll accept any punishment if it means she's safe.
Why would your daughter hunt a scrapper on her own?
It's my fault. I went after it first and it tore up my leg. I barely got away and I left a spear impaled in the machine. That spear was made by Adina, my mate, who died last year. It means everything to Arana. She went after the scrapper to get it back.
You said Arana went to Mother's cradle?
Yes, southeast of here. I forbid her from going, but ever since her mother died, she's become impossible. Damn it, look at me. A widower, now a cripple. Father that can't find his daughter. Please, help me set things right.
I'll do what I can to help your daughter.
Make sure she's all right. I'm begging you.
So every side quest in this game feels the same. That side quest, I go off, I find her daughter. Her daughter is like, oh, boo-hoo, I still don't have the spear. And I'm like, that's cool, go back to your dad, and I'll go get the spear. And then I get the spear, and then I come back, and I give them the spear, and then everybody's happy, and I get some free XP. And then there's another quest in this area, I don't exactly remember where this girl is like, hey, my brother was cast out, and he hasn't come back, and he's kind of crazy. Like, I think the idea is that he had schizophrenia, and they're not really technologically advanced enough to know what schizophrenia really is. That was a terrible shot. That wasn't a good shot, but the game gave it to me. So, like, he has schizophrenia, and she's like, I need to find him, like, he's not cast out anymore, he needs me, like, I need to find him. And then I go off and I find him, and then she turned out to have followed me, and then she takes him home, or some bullshit like that. Like, every single side quest is the same. I can, like, they all genuinely feel the same. They all tell different stories, but it's just sort of, go here, fight this, go there, fight that. Oh, suddenly that person followed you. And they're here now, and the story's being advanced because of it, and, like, people follow you on these side quests all the frickin' time.
I know.
Really annoying. Like, you'll just show up there, and they're just like, yeah, I'm here too.
That you hold me in your embrace.
Hello, Grata.
Oh, Mother, since I was cast out, have I not been constant as the river flows? Have I not kept the vows as the stones do? Show me your grace, All Mother, and provide for me once more.
Good news, Grata. Once again, All Mother has brought you rabbits.
All Mother, your voice cracks like the distant thunder. I hear the songs of grief, All Mother. I would join the call, but I left my prayer beads atop the eastern overlook. I am afraid.
Wait at your camp for me, Grata. I'll see what I can do.
So yeah, you'll notice that even this side quest feels like all the other side quests. Because you get here, you're like, here, have some rabbits. And then Grata's like, oh, but my prayer beads are up there. There you go, and you get the prayer beads, and then you bring them back, and you get some free XP. And that's it. The main quest is fantastic, and the side quests are all just sort of... They're good, don't get me wrong. I mean, a lot of side quests feel like this. It's just sort of a fact.
Going down fast.
I love that Aloy, like, interacts with things that you're doing. Like, if you're sliding down a cliff like that, she'll say something. She'll comment on the weather. I know Geralt does that too in Witcher 3, but, Geralt's doesn't feel as lively. I'm gonna go with lively, for lack of a better term. Wow, this game really is just, like, chock full of supplies. That's fantastic.
The Brave Trail up the rocks is close by.
Oh, you were supposed to die, buddy. This game is fun on easy mode. I enjoy it. Maybe the cauldrons are tolerable now. Ooh, maybe the cauldrons are tolerable now. I'll have to give some of the cauldrons another try. Because those are infuriating.
Arms to reach the overlook the fast way.
Yeah, so you can climb, but only where the game says you can climb. Which is sort of frustrating to me, but you know. Whatever. It is what it is. So, where do I go from here? Well, now it's getting dark, so I'll be able to see less. That's always good. Get up. There we go. There. There. And here.
This looks promising. Aha! Grata's prayer beads. I see why she comes up here to pray. It looks out to Mother's Gate. You know, I wonder what bothers me more. That she ignores me, or that with all her talking to All-Mother, she's never lonely.
Yeah, Aloy's not very faithful. She's raised into a religion that she doesn't give a crap about because it's done nothing but hurt her. Like Mormons! I'm sorry, did I say that joke out loud? That was mean. If you're Mormon and you're happy with being Mormon, good on you, but I don't know. I've only met the super, like, crazy Mormons that
So much for being careful.
that you have to be Mormon. Whatever. So yeah, she was basically raised as a Mormon. She's basically an ex-Mormon now. That's a subreddit. So I'm allowed to say that without being insulting, because that's a subreddit. Anyway, back to Grata. As you can see, a lot of these side quests are just a lot of, like, back and forth on the map. It's a shame, really. I can't wait for Horizon Zero Dawn 2. But it's gonna be a next-gen game, so, you know, I'll need a PS5 for that. Whenever that comes out. Which I guess is like November of this year or something like that. And I mean, like, yeah, I'm gonna get it. I'm just kind of grumpy. I wonder if I have to beg, borrow, and steal from enough people in order for them to all pool in for me to get one for Christmas. That'd be pretty good. But we'll see how I luck out, and if not, then I'll just start saving my pennies.
There's Grata, all alone with All-Mother. The only way she knows. Here are your prayer beads, Grata. Now you have what you need.
All-Mother, each morning I find your tears of joy speckling the leaves. Joy at the beauty of all you have made. See how I cry now with you in gratitude.
So you'll cry for her, but you won't speak to me. Fine. Guess that makes you the better outcast. Grata, I may not be around much for a while. I'm gonna run in the proving, and I'm not sure what's gonna happen after that.
Oh, Mother, I thank you for the kindnesses you share. When the proving comes, in your great wisdom, may you give favor to a brave of generous heart.
I think I get what you're saying. Goodbye, Grata. For now.
Oh, Mother, hear me as I count off my years of devotion from these beads.
So yeah, that's about what an outcast is supposed to look like. Pretty much just a crazy nobody. I don't know what Odd Grata did. I don't think anybody cares what Odd Grata did anymore. I think she was cast out for life when she was like Aloy's age, and now she's just weird and old, and you know, Ross looks after her. I wonder what happens to her after the proving. Because some shit goes down that would be a problem to say the least. For poor old Grata. Where am I even going? Alright, let's go to the proving. And then I think we'll call this the first episode. These episodes are going to be way longer, because this game is way more fun, so I need less breaks.
We must speak.
What up?
So, it's time. Are you ready?
Yes, I guess. It's louder than I expected.
You've never been so close before.
I guess everything's bigger up close.
Soon it'll all seem familiar. Like home.
I don't know about that.
Look for High Matriarch Tirsa. She'll help you. Any other concerns?
Any final lessons before I head in?
No. You've learned every lesson the Wilds have to teach.
It was you who taught me, not the Wilds. Not sure my bow and spear will be much help in there, though.
It is with bow and spear that you'll win what you've wanted all these years, Aloy. Answers.
What should I expect once I'm inside?
There'll be people celebrating and feasting. More than you've ever seen in one place. No other village compares to Mother's Heart. It is the seat of the High Matriarchs, a center of Nora life, a jewel of the sacred land. Give it time, and you'll grow fond of it. As I was, back when I was at the tribe.
Are you sure they're gonna let me in?
I've told you, Aloy. By law, any child outcast can run in the proving.
And any who pass are made braves and are outcasts no more. I know that. But not everyone follows the law like you do, Rost.
Have faith, Aloy. The tribe will honor your right.
I mean, sure, they sort of do.
I'm ready to do this. See you back home in a few days?
You will not find me there, Aloy. Here. Take this, too. Remember.
Why are you talking like we'll never see each other again? No. No!
You should be with the tribe. And I will always be an outcast.
But I told you, I have that figured out. I'll come to you in secret. I'll be the one breaking the law, not you. You don't even have to talk to me.
This attachment to me will only hold you back. It's my wish that you embrace the tribe. You've lived in isolation long enough.
Until now, I didn't.
For your sake, I must go where you will never find me. This is goodbye.
I see. I'm glad to have this then. It will remind me of you, of everything you did, and how you helped prepare me for this day.
Thank you.
Heavier than it looks. But the cord is strong.
May All Mother bless you, Aloy.
And you. How could he do this? Today of all days. I have to keep my mind on the proving.
So yeah, that's one of the occasions in which I break it, because no, I do understand. Like, Rost would absolutely hold Aloy back. She would eventually get cast away again by talking to him. Like, it makes sense to me. Breaks my heart, but makes sense.
You will turn back, outcast.
or bleed. Your choice.
Make way! Make way! Braves, stand aside. She is welcome here. Mother's heart is open to you, child. Come. I assure you, most Nora aren't so rude as those idiots.
You're Tirsa?
Who else would I be? Come on now. I've been waiting for this day a long time.
You have?
Oh, yes. But for the moment, I must leave you. I have other outsiders to keep safe tonight.
You what?
Envoys from another tribe, the Karja. Come to observe the proving, and oh, how the Nora hate the Karja.
Karja?
But that's my problem. We will talk later. In the meantime, enjoy the festival. Oh, down the path to the right, you'll find an old friend who can't wait to see you.
But I don't know anyone here.
Try telling him that. We will talk later. May the goddess protect.
What is going on?
So Tirsa is the sanest character in this entire tribe, and she's still fucking batshit crazy. She's like the reasonable Mormon. That, you know, they're just Mormon, and that's just what they do, but they don't really give a crap about, like, anything else, really. And you can, like, actually, like, do this. You can warm yourself at fires. You can listen. You can watch some people dance up there.
It's you, isn't it?
Hey, Dad.
Over here. It is Aloy, isn't it? I'm remembering your name correctly?
Are you the old friend Tirsa told me about? I don't know you.
I see you don't recognize me. Well, it was a long time ago. Teb is my name. You were half my size when you saved me from a herd of machines.
I remember. You tried to thank me.
I never forgot that day. All these years, I hope to see you again, if you came to run in the proving. As you can see, I didn't turn out to be much of a hunter. I served the tribe as a stitcher instead, a maker of garments and armor. In preparation for this day, I've made an outfit for you. I hope you like it.
What's it going to cost?
Cost? Nothing. Consider it the thanks I tried to give years ago. Long overdue.
So yeah, now I'm cute. Free sample box.
There. Seems to fit you perfectly.
Thank you, Teb. I've never had anything like this before.
Well, it's yours. I think you'll find it affords more protection than what you were wearing. Every outfit offers some advantage. It's always a trade-off. Anyway, I shouldn't keep you any longer. Head for the Matriarch's Lodge if you want to find Tirsa. You'll know it when you see it. A large wooden building with an angry mob waiting outside.
Tirsa said something about envoys from another tribe?
Yes, that's what the mob's angry about. Karja visiting our sacred land for the first time in years. I'd expect to see some tomatoes fly, maybe rocks. Hopefully not spears. In any case, be ready to duck.
So yeah, now I'm cute. Look how cute I am now. Hottie with a body. I love her. And she is 19, so I'm allowed to say that. I did look that up before I started this. So yeah, I can just sit here and watch them dance.
Interesting.
Anyways. But yeah, you can actually interact with quite a bit of stuff along this way, because it is just like a huge festival. But
bad enough you're drunk.
They're all kind of.
Why do you have to go
like
climbing houses?
Oh,
that's my brother.
For you'll have to tell this when I'm gone.
In the beginning, all
You never
life
know.
came
The
from
outcast
all
might
mother.
surprise us. Lost,
People,
drink,
beasts, all
So this is
lived alongside each other in the comfort of her wild embrace. But some grew restless. Though they took of her bounty, they wanted more. These were the faithless. The machines had whispered to them, promised to serve them, to make them a new world, better than the one All-Mother provided. A world of metal.
So, they kind of have their own story on how the metal world fell. It's wildly inaccurate to what actually happened, as a lot of religion is.
Over here.
But there are segments of truth in there.
Karst? What are you doing here?
Careful. Pretend like we've never met. I wasn't supposed to trade with outcasts in the wilds, remember?
How could I forget? And how generous of you to talk to me now.
Don't be like that. You know I'll be rooting for you in the proving tomorrow. Can't wait to see the looks on some of these faces when you win. And if you need any last-minute supplies, I'm your man.
So, Mother's Heart. I thought you preferred the wilds.
Well, man can't drink alone all the time, can he? Truth is, I get lonely once in a while. There, I admitted it. Don't think less of me.
I won't hold it against you, if you give me a discount.
You can't be.
I'm joking, Karst. It's good to see you.
Don't go soft on me. I'll give you my best prices, I promise.
I think he has another free sample box. So.
Until next time.
Next time, you'll be a brave.
Damn straight I will. Let's go open those boxes. My resources stuff is full, so that's always a good sign. Crafting! Traps? No. Carry capacity, that's what I want. Weapons. Outfits. Resources. Hunter bow. Oh, I'm out of Ridgewood? Let's see. Am I out of Ridgewood? Yeah, I'm out of Ridgewood. Fascinating. Oh well. It doesn't matter.
In a moment we shall bless the proving. But first, we have guests to welcome.
Jezza sucks, by the way.
We have been at peace with the Carja. It is time to restore our bonds of trade with Meridian. These envoys come to us under a banner of peace.
An enunciation of gratitude written by the hand of the Sun King of
Hey, hold your fruit, Nora Faithful, hold your fruit. Now I'm Azaran, not Karja, so I'll put it just straight. The 13th Sun King was a murderous bung. Oh, he was. He was a tyrant and a monster. Raided my tribe for blood sacrifice, just like yours. My own sister was taken. I hated the Karja. But the 13th king is dead. 2 years now. And who killed him? The 14th. Not because he lusted for power, but because someone had to put an end to his father's atrocities. Yeah! The message that this poor priest means to read is an apology. Straight from the lips of the 14th king. So please, can't you lend him your ears?
Thank you. An enunciation of gratitude written by the hand of Sun King Avad, 14th luminance of the Radiant Line. People of the Nora,
sister in their raids
on
5
the
years
eve
ago.
of your proving,
All-Mother forgive
no, the Karja stand with you.
It's for the goddess to judge.
I should do a focus scan, see what it detects.
Past to be left in the past.
As
Unknown
those
device
you have
detected.
nurtured,
What's that mean?
take their
Perhaps
places
the Karja
among your
come to
brave.
Just like mine.
I won't deny them the
You're the only other person I've ever seen wearing a focus. Where did you get yours?
What? A Nora? Wearing one of these? That's impossible. Your tribe fears the old places, forbids them.
Who says I'm like other Nora?
Why, I guess you're not. Maybe you've gone delving in the ruins of the metal world.
What's wrong?
Apologies. A malfunction.
Oh, Lynn? You making friends with locals, are we?
I'll come back.
Wait.
No. We'll talk later. Have to go.
Whoa. Well, I guess he's more hungover than I thought. Hey. You got the same trinket that Olin has on his head. Since when did those become fashionable?
His name is Olin? Who is he? And where did he get one of these?
He's just a scrounger with friends in high places. Now, he spends half his time digging for artifacts, the other half drinking or dicing. As for the trinket, well, I guess he dug it up somewhere. Just a weird old jewel he sticks on his face. I mean, no offense. It looks great on you.
I thought your friend was gonna go down in a hail of fruit, but you really calmed the crowd.
Thanks. I wasn't sure I could do it. The Nora is still pissed with the Karja about the Red Raids, and who can blame them?
I wanted to ask you something else.
If you want. But I'll also be around after that blessing thing, if that'd be a better time to talk.
The thing is, he's kind of not.
I never heard anything about Red Raids growing up. What were those?
Your tribe was at war and you didn't even know? I mean, were you kept hidden away? Did you have overprotective parents or something?
I grew up as an outcast, shunned by the tribe.
Oh. Yeah, I've heard the Nora do that. That seems cruel, if you ask me. But even an outcast knows about the derangement of the machines, right? How they get deadlier every year? Well, the mad Sun King figured if he spilled enough blood to the Sun God, it would calm the machines. Didn't work. But for years, he raided the tribes and took captives for sacrifice. My sister among them. The Nora put up a good fight, but lives were lost.
I'm just gonna exhaust this guy's dialogue. We're gonna be here for a hot second. But he tells a very important sort of prequel to this entire thing, and it gives the story a little bit more context, which it very much suffers from, unless you exhaust his dialogue. So there's gonna be a lot of segments like this. But you know, at least he's fairly interesting.
So what happened? How did it all end?
The Mad King's own son united Karja rebels with Oseram freebooters. And together we did the impossible. Took back Meridian and killed the crazy old king. So now the son sits on the throne and it's a big improvement. Under Avad, there's no more sacrifices, no more slavery. People from all tribes are welcome in Meridian now. Even Nora exiles. You really should come visit.
Who are the Oseram?
Oh, that's my tribe, far to the northwest. We're good at three things: arguing, working steel, and brewing.
And freebooters. What are those?
I guess you could say we were mercenaries, warriors for pay. Except a lot more loyal than that makes us sound. Avad couldn't have taken down his father without our metal and muscle. And now some of us serve proudly as his personal vanguard.
Your sister was taken captive and sacrificed. That's terrible.
Captive, yes. Sacrificed, no. It takes more than a few Karja to finish Ursa. She got away, and now she's my captain. Captain of the entire vanguard. Favored by the Sun King himself.
How did she survive?
Well, that's a story, all right, but it takes a while to tell. Maybe another time over a drink or three? Or just come to Meridian and meet her yourself. I think you'd like each other. You're both rather, direct.
Nice way of saying it. Good
You
save.
said the machines have been getting more dangerous every year.
Yeah, I don't have to tell you that, right?
First I've heard of it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just assumed everyone knew. Well, the way I hear it, 15, 20 years ago, the machines weren't always pissed off like they are now. When a hunter came at them, they'd spook and run. So it was hard to take them down, but not dangerous, so long as he was smart enough to jump out of the way. But then the derangement starts up and everything changes. Now, when a hunter fires a shot, the machines snarl and charge right at him. A few more years pass and they start attacking people on sight. Going anywhere becomes a major risk. If that wasn't bad enough, entirely new kinds of machines start showing up. Bigger, meaner, and heavily armed.
Like the Sawtooth.
Yeah, 10 years ago, that one. But every couple of years or so, something worse comes along. Believe me.
So what's making it happen?
And no one knows. And the machines, well, they aren't telling.
I hate it when it does this. You can see that the other's gray. But
Tell me about the derangement again.
Well, the way I hear it, 15 went up.
Yeah, it's just the same.
Like the Sawtooth.
Yeah, 10.
So what's making... If the Karja have such a cruel history, how did you end up serving them?
The last king and his men were butchers. But the new king wants peace. There's nothing cruel about that. Besides, the Karja don't just fight, they build. But take Meridian. Next to it, everything else is just a bunch of sticks and stones.
Just how big is Meridian? What's it like?
Where do I even start? My tribesmen are masters of the forge, the best tinkers in the world. But when it comes to building, the Karja have us beat. The city soars over a canyon with more bridges than the Nora have roads and buildings tall as mountains. And across the valley stands the spire, like a blade thrust into the sky reflecting the sun. You really owe it yourself to see it. So consider that a challenge. Or an invitation.
I want to ask you about something you said before.
Ask away.
I've never seen armor like yours before.
You've never seen Vanguard steel? Well, let me introduce you. Ring-locked, impact-protected, sturdy enough to choke a sawtooth. It has to be. The Vanguard of the Sun King's best. Life-takers and machine-breakers to a one. You might even give a Nora warmaid like you more trouble than she can handle.
With all that metal to slow you down? I doubt it.
Yeah, hard to say. From where I'm standing, looks like a pretty even match.
What else do you know about Olin?
Is he really that interesting? I'm starting to get jealous. Well, he scours the wilds for ruins, digs up stuff, and sells it to nobles. When he's not scrounging, he's scouting. Exactly the skills you want the man guiding your expedition to have. I've known him for a few years. He's a loyal companion, cares for his family, holds his drink well enough. I like him, but besides that, not much to tell.
I should make my way to the blessing.
Yeah. Look, maybe I shouldn't say this, but it's obvious that you don't belong in this backwater. I mean, you're smart. You're obviously capable, and, well, I mean, look at you.
What are you talking about?
You know what. All right, if you ever visit Meridian, look me up. I'll show you around, make introductions. It'll be a whole new life, if you want it. Anyway, I have to go to that blessing thing, too, so, see you around, maybe?
I won't let the Karja faithful stop me from enjoying the festival.
So yeah, the Karja were a bunch of dickbags. The 13th king was a genuine nightmare. The 14th king is cool, though. There's another thing down here. Oh, let's just parse again. I already just parsed stuff. So yeah, it's just sort of... It doesn't matter too much for Aloy's story, but it does matter for Aaron's story, which is also a main quest. So, here we are. And like I said, the more context you have for Aloy's story, the better, because it really doesn't make a whole lot of sense for the first, like, half of the game. Just because, like, she doesn't know anything, so of course you know. What up?
Aloy, take your place right there. The prayer lantern is yours. I made it for you.
Blasphemy. Sisters.
Aspirants, before each of you sits a prayer lantern crafted by your mother. In her honor, light its flame.
In honor of my mother, whose name I would know if she hadn't abandoned me at birth.
Oh, Mother, hear our prayer. What is the child but a mother's hope that takes flight? A glowing flame that climbs the air, set free to the wind, sailing the sky till it fades and falls. So, from one to another, passes the chain of love.
There's Olin. I have some questions for him.
Ugh, I don't want to talk to Olin, Aloy. He's not interesting. He's just not.
Hello, Olin.
You know my name? Ah, guess Aaron told you.
Why did you act so strange when we spoke earlier?
Must be this festival. I'm really not one for crowds. Maybe I should just turn in.
Stop dodging my questions.
All right, cool your fire. I got nothing to hide.
I've never seen anyone else with a focus. Where exactly did you find it?
In a ruin, north of the Claim. That's our name for the Asuram homeland. Up there, the metal seams run deep. Steel giants half buried in loose soil. Forgotten caves that the old ones bored into mountain rock. Your eyes just lit up.
I found my focus in a cave just like you're describing. A ruin of the old ones.
If you've delved yourself, you know as much as I do. Go to those places for answers. Not me.
When we spoke earlier, you winced, then looked like you were in pain. Or frightened. Did your focus show you something?
It didn't show me anything. I told you. It malfunctioned. Happens all the time.
You're not a very convincing liar.
Do you always accuse people you've just met of lying?
Only the ones who aren't telling the truth.
Fire and spit, girl. I'm a plain hammered man with nothing to hide. You don't believe me, that's your trouble, not mine.
What are you doing here, Olin? Why come to Norland?
Aaron needed a scout for his expedition, and a second for his drinking, that's all. Someone to stop the Sun Priest getting lost. When all this is over, I'm back to delving ruins, rummaging for scrap, scrounging up trinkets to sell.
So you're an explorer?
Just another Outlander, girl. A man's gotta make his shards. I just make mine in service to the King's court, that's all.
I don't understand. We have this device in common, but you can't wait to stop talking to me.
I already have all the friends I need, girl. I don't need the bother.
I'm used to being shunned by the tribe. I thought you'd be different.
It's nothing personal. It really isn't. You should try to enjoy yourself tonight. Big day tomorrow. Always best to make every day count.
So, you might notice that that sounded a little bit like a warning. Well, I'm sure it's nothing. I'm sure everybody's fine. This'll be just, don't worry about it. I guess I won't get on the stage. I know I could, but I'm trained very thoroughly to not be a jackass, to the point that even being a jackass in video games can be troublesome sometimes. It's fun. It's fun though. Speaking of being a jackass, check this guy out.
Motherless chuff.
What did you say?
Find your bed, outcast, and dream of winning the proving. That's the closest you're gonna get.
Oh, this is the bed house? With you standing guard, I figured it was the latrine.
Your very presence here.
Well, well. Look who's come in from the wild. The motherless outcast. I see you've still got a scar from where that rock I threw hit you. Now that's a cherished memory.
You can be a real lard sometimes, boss. Cut it out.
Where's your... Aw, you even try to dress like a real Nora. Not that it fools anyone.
So this is how it's gonna be with you, is it?
This is how it's gonna be with everyone, outcast. You belong in the wilds, not Mother's heart. And you definitely don't belong in the proving.
The only way you know how to feel strong is to make someone else feel weak. It's not working.
I've trained all my life. You'll see tomorrow how strong I am.
Oh, I've seen plenty. You grew a man's body, kind of. But down deep, you're still a scrawny little brat.
You know, I often think of the day I gave you that scar. It's a cherished memory.
Yeah. The look on your face when I knocked that stone out of your hand was pretty entertaining. But I suppose you leave that part of the story out when you tell it, don't you?
I branded you that day to mark your shame.
All you did that day was make me stronger. Just wait. I'll show you tomorrow.
Yeah, right. This is boring. Time for Boss to get some sleep. You'll be the one surprised tomorrow, outcast. Not me.
Oh, are you gonna shut your mouth? Because that would be a surprise.
I love her.
Nice job handling Bast. That should keep him quiet. Till morning, anyway.
I don't believe we've met. I'm Aloy.
Oh, I know who you are. The competition. The others, they'll finish the proving. Most of them. But win it? That's down to Bast, you, or me. Vala.
Nice to meet you, Vala. You're right. I am going to win tomorrow.
Never celebrate a victory before it's earned, girl. My mother taught me that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna get some sleep. I plan to be well rested when I run you into the ground tomorrow. Your bunk's right there when you want it.
Okay. Thanks.
Vala is the closest to a friend that Aloy gets in this entire freaking game, and it makes me really sad.
So, your first day in Mother's heart. What do you think? You've never slept in a Nora lodge before. Not very private.
Comforts and distractions. That's what I think.
Not all comforts are bad.
Comforts are weakness.
You sound just like my mother. You can always go back to living in the wilds if you have to. In the meantime, get some rest.
yourselves!
What will it take to get you out of here?
Razor!
Your trophy is shattered, outcast. Looks like you'll need another.
Alright, there you go.
And again. Hey! Faster, come on!
Oh, you bastard.
I've gotta catch up. I've gotta catch up.
Slow and steady now. All you need is to finish. That makes all but one. Is the outcast coming?
She was behind me!
It's strong, Dead last, girl. Might as well walk from here. Boss will win or Vala, but you'll be made a brave so long as you finish. Oh, now, that's an old trail. 2 died on it last year. It's falling apart. Better dead last than dead altogether.
Not for Aloy.
Whoa, 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 whoa! My old mother, are you crazy? You're gonna kill yourself! It doesn't get any easier! You're insane to go that way! That's it.
No way but forward
Just
now.
Stop right there. Just turn around and climb.
Lose the lead!
You don't
I
want to
can't
do this.
see!
It's not working.
Stop! The fellow right behind.
Come on now! Faster! Stop dragging! Hey, gotta keep going!
The outcast! On the old trail?
Crazy.
I don't really remember. Oh, yeah.
I'm gaining.
Whoa! The outcast is catching up!
How'd she get up there? This is gonna be close. Made it. Come on now, hurry. Keep at it. I've trained my whole life for this. They had a tribe, but I had the wilds. Precision. Not enough. Must be perfect. Come on, you can make it. Can't let them beat me now.
She didn't win! The outcast cheated! An outcast win the proving? Never! For she is a brave now.
You did it.
As are you all, so long as you put your trophy on the altar. But it is Aloy, once outcast, and now brave, who is first among you.
Ah! Ah!
others arrive.
We can't stay here. That's the way out. But we won't make it under fire.
They can't shoot if they're dead. Keep them busy. I'll find an angle.
Fast! Fast! Are you with us?
I'm with you!
Let's go. Now!
Kill them! Too many of them!
Alright, so, easy mode. Let's check it out. This battle is a bitch on normal mode, so let's find out how much easier it is. A lot. A lot. Oh my god, yes.
Run for the slip wire.
Kill them all! No witnesses, no survivors!
Keep fighting!
Oh no! There's more! They keep coming!
Shut up, boss.
How many are there?
Don't let it end like this. Fight!
Well, ball. I have no reason. Oh god, hello. That scared the crap out of me. Hurrah! Die already. You're on fire. I know you are.
Coming.
Too many of them! We can't hold them! Oh, Mother, help us! Kill them!
You can't hold them fast. I can. Really not my problem. I was an adventurer too until I took an arrow in the knee. Sorry, I had to make that shit.
They're too strong!
He took an arrow to the knee too. And him! That's kind of fun.
Now, descend while we have a chance.
You don't really have a chance though, Vala. You sorta just don't.
Get back!
Oh well, you may have had a chance before that happened. Boss deserved it though.
Everyone, forward!
As you can see, they do no damage. God damn it. Stop moving. Oh, that's what I'm doing. Do this guy.
Turn your face to the sun, child. Burn it all. Then to your task.
As you command.
And this is why, if you're gonna slit someone's throat, you gotta do it correctly.
Aloy. Survive.
She is dying. To take her there is blasphemy. She should be near her mother.
I'm so sorry. Turn your face to the sun, child.
Rost. I have to get out of here. I need my focus. No. Rost saved me. They must have found me before I bled out. But why is no one here? Where am I?
So yeah, that fever dream sequence is a little bit too accurate to what all of my dreams look like, and it makes me deeply uncomfortable. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and end this first episode here. It's been 2 hours, and we are only just now getting started. We will get, some answers next episode. And, yeah. So yeah, thanks for sticking with me, guys. I know I'm not talking as much this, for this series, just because there's more cutscenes, there's less to discuss, there's less for me to be angry about, which is eventful. But yeah, I'll see you all next time, and expect all of these episodes to be this long, because I sort of zone out when I play this game. So yeah, I'll see you all soon, stay safe and sane, and next time I will go check out what that door is. If there's a door.